Hey guys, I'm Diane and it's my first video on YouTube, and today's video is going to be about love. About the love that has changed me to the point of no return. I'm going to talk about the relationship that has changed the way I am. So recently I've ended the longest relationship in my life about like a month ago. And probably you want to know, what do you mean by the longest? So I've dated a Pakistani guy for over 2 years, almost 3. And believe me, the end was not happy at all. And you'll find out why. So somehow ending this relationship was a great thing for me. And actually not somehow. It was a very good thing for me. But, it was a toxic relationship. I had problems with my self-esteem. My self-esteem was so low that it was wearing apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur. I'm not kidding. And I hated myself. I hated probably everything about me. This guy made me hate everything about myself. Even my skin color. That sounds crazy, right? So you're probably wondering, why would you hate your skin color? Because of some guy. So he told me that white girls are not loyal, that they are hoes. And it did hurt because it doesn't insult just me. My mother is white. She's Eastern European. And well, I'm not like white, I'm Caucasian. So, I cannot consider myself as fully white. I also have some Asian bits, and he told me that, oh, you Asian my foot. That's it. And you want to know if he has ever introduced me to his family? Yes, he introduced me to a few cousins, but he did not manage to profess in front of his uncle. I met his uncle, but he introduced me as a friend, and I had to take it as a sign, and actually I got mad about it for a while. But he had an excuse that, oh, if my uncle knows, he will tell my parents. Well, obviously his parents didn't really know about our relationship, but I will never forget the face of his mother on Skype. So she saw us talking, and the way she looked at me, well, it almost got me mortified. She looked at me like, you fucking white bitch. If you dare to speak to my precious baby boy again, I will come over to London and rape you with something really, really big and sharp, like a sword or something. Believe me, that woman seems to be pretty mad. And his parents would not want to get to know me because in their eyes, I'm a white whore who is trying to steal their precious boy. Also, after I dumped his ass, I got to know that he got engaged. So, escaping was a freaking good thing. It's more likely that he's engaged to one of his cousins. He told me once, or maybe a few times, that his mother wanted him to get married within the family, like to one of his cousins. And obviously things like that are not planned last minute. It's more likely that they planned it since he was a baby. So the conclusion is, it's more likely that he was leading me on. He was playing me, he was using me, and he was abusing me as well. So guys, you have probably figured out that I was emotionally abused. I was also abused financially, even physically, not really sexually, which is a good thing because that guy had some premature ejaculation problem. So he beat me up a few times and he slapped me, he tried strangling me, he almost broke my left arm. And during the emotional abuse, once I have done self-harm, I cut my left hand. So there are some tiny scars, but they're not really visible. Like, they were not so big, which makes me happy. I was thinking of committing suicide. And guess what? The day I decided to leave, I had no suicide thoughts after that. No suicide thoughts at all. And once I was almost about to commit suicide, that was my first suicide attempt. I was about to cut my throat with a knife, but I was stopped. He prevented me. And the second time, he got me so stressed out. He told me nasty things. He was accusing me of cheating, and I wasn't doing anything that day, but he was accusing me for nothing. And he told me that he wants to get rid of me and he'll find another girl and all. And he told me that he's glad he cannot marry me. I was so upset that I blacked out and I lost control and I swallowed the entire pack of paracetamol. And then something snapped in my head and I was like, no, I'm not ending up like this. So I called one of my best friends and she got me to the hospital. And I spent the day at the hospital, and after that I realized, I learned my lesson that I should not be committing suicide, but unfortunately suicide is a pretty traumatic experience. And after that I was still thinking of committing suicide. The day that he found out, actually he knew straight away that I self-harmed myself. He was nice, but that didn't last long. And then he didn't care about my depression and my problems. He said that I was making it up, that I'm just being stupid and all, that I'm just seeking for attention. And you know what? The day I decided to leave him, it set me free. And the day when I actually left him, I felt free. But now I feel scared because unfortunately the case got dismissed and I'm just not feeling comfortable when it's dark outside because who knows what he can do to me. This is it. So guys, if you want to know more details, please feel free to ask me. If you want me to talk more about it, please feel free. I will be happy to answer your questions. But please do not ask his name, as I can get in trouble for that. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel if you like the video. Also share if you found it useful, because I want the abuse to be reduced. I want more girls to be in a happy relationship. I have cousins who are growing up and I do not want them to be in an abusive relationship. I do not want them to see the things that I have seen. I want them to live a happy life. I want them to be in a healthy relationship, and I want them to be loved. I want them to love and to be loved in return for who they are. Thank you so much, guys.